Okay, what we're going to go through now is our lunge variations. So we're going to work from our progression, which is probably our simplest starting point, and then we're just going to work through and make those lunge variations progressively harder and more demanding. Okay, so first thing we want to do is look at either a band assisted or a TRX assisted lunge. The idea here is just to help us keep our chest up. One of the main things that we see going wrong in a lunge is that people's chests are caving in and they're kind of crumpling from the hip. So with the band, my aim here is just to let it keep my chest proud as I do my reverse lunge. Okay, so it's helping me keep my chest up, it's helping me keep decent posture throughout my lunge pattern, because the last thing we want to see is that our chest is creeping into this position. Okay, so it gives me a little bit of assistance. Once I've mastered this, then we're just going to master body weight. All right, so we're going to go for a reverse lunge with no exterior load at all. You can go hands across your chest. I'm going to step back, knee touches the floor, and drive through. Okay, I'm just going to show you from the front. One of the main things we're looking for here is that our knee doesn't creep into the midline. When I'm lunging, I want to keep the knee slightly over the little toe. Okay, so I'm just driving my knee slightly outwards into this position, which is going to help stabilize my knee rather than letting it creeping in towards the midline. Once we've mastered this, we can start looking at some weighted variations. So we can grab a pair of dumbbells and then the same thing. Keep the tension between the shoulder blades. From the hip up, nothing changes. Every joint in the lower body wants to finish at 90 degrees. If I step too far back, I'm going to put stress on the hip joint. And if I don't step back far enough, I'm going to crumple it into this position and put a lot of stress on my knee joint. Okay, so step back, make everything finish at 90. All right. Once we've mastered the reverse lunge, we can actually start looking at a forward lunge, which is a little bit more difficult because we kind of have to catch our own weight. So from here, I'll step forward, touch, and drive back. So I've got that eccentric load there, that catching, and then I've got to drive my body weight back to that start position. We can then combine the two. We could go to do a step through, which is a reverse lunge, straight into a forward lunge. So there's a little bit of balance. I'm working left leg to right leg. All right, so they're quite a good variation to use. And then if you want to progress it again, we can go for a deficit reverse lunge. Obviously, you don't want to step off too high a box or plate, but if we start on a plate here, when I lunge back, that's increasing the range of movement. So I'm getting a little bit more glute activation there, a little bit more quad because I'm having to lunge up from a deeper position. I'm having to work harder with less weight. If we can progress and make exercises more demanding without needing too much exterior load, obviously that's a really positive thing. So try those, simplest through to hardest.